Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Beetle Dustino coming at you again today with yet another video. And we're going to get some, late breaking, but not too late breaking for me. This isn't too late breaking. It's late breaking, but yeah. Some Beatles news, some Record Store Day news, Record Store Day 2025. But let's hear more about that after the intro. Yes, yesterday the news came out for Record Store Day 2025, which will be on April 12th of 2025. And we got a little Beatle-y news with it here. And I'm going to do kind of at the end a little rundown of a few other things that caught my eye. One in particular that really caught my eye. Going to be very special for me and this town so that I live in. So specifically me too, in a way. So yeah, we'll get to that at the end though. Let's get to the Beatles stuff first though. So we're going to start with George Harrison, and we got a couple of releases from him, and the one I totally predicted. I've been saying it since last year that this was going to happen. I didn't know if it was going to happen with the Black Friday stuff too, or just the main Record Store Day, and it's turning out it's the main Record Store Day. But first, I'm going to talk about the Record Store Day Record Store Day 2025 Song of the Year, and much like Paul did. And what year was this again? I think it was 2021, maybe. Yeah, he had the Women and Wives, the Record Store Day Song of the Year. So George is getting that treatment this year for 2025 with "Be Here Now," and there's going to be a 12-inch single, a double A side single, much like this was. How this had the St. Vincent remix. With the main Women and Wives off of the McCartney 3 album. So this will be featuring Be Here Now off of the Living in the Material World album, and that'll be the 2024 remix on it too. And then the double A side will feature Beck. He did a cover of it. This will be the first time that's going to be on physical media, Beck's version. I think otherwise it's just been I think it's at a Apple Music exclusive. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be looking for that. I am very excited about that. Looks like it's a Record Store Day exclusive. And I never know if I trust these numbers because I can't believe this is all they make worldwide. But it says 3,000 is what it's printed. The print run is. Yeah, I think I covered everything on that. So moving on to the next one. And this is the one that I totally predicted. I don't think it was hard to predict. I think most people should have realized this was going to happen. But last year for Record Store Day 2024, we got Wonderwall Music and Electronic Sound Zoetrope Picture Disc. It said when that release came out, when that announcement for that release came out, that this is going to be an ongoing deal going on, partnership with Record Store Day, that the Harrison Camp through Dark Horse Records is going to be putting out a Zoetrope Picture Disc of George's albums. So, and totally what I predicted, and I got it spot on which album it is. Which makes sense if they did Wonderwall Music, Electronic Sound, his first two albums. The next album coming up would be the triple album, All Things Must Pass. And where they did the two albums last year, they're only doing the one, obviously, as a triple disc. So I think next year, I'm going to make a little prediction here. So 2026, I don't know if it's going to be Living in the Material World and Dark Horse, but I'm really starting to think it's actually going to be the concert for Bangladesh. So we're only going to get one again next year, seeing as that's also a triple album. I'm really thinking that's where they're going to go. I know they've been working on getting the rights to that, where they can reissue it again and everything, and they've been working on the mixes on it. However, this mix on this All Things Must Pass is going to be the original mix, is what it did specifically say, that the album's original mix. That's going to be a Record Store Day exclusive also. It says 2,300 is the print run on that one. So we'll have to see on that. Next, we got some John and Yoko and the Plastic Ono Band and Elephant's Memory news. So kind of a little combo of them all. And again, I'm bringing out my props from the past Record Store Days. I think it's going to kind of mirror what the Mind Games EP did last year. So we had the Mind Games EP where we got a little snippet sampling of a few songs off of the Mind Games Ultimate Mix, Ultimate Collection package. However, when that was announced, when the Record Store Day one was announced, I can't remember if we already knew the Ultimate Mix, the Ultimate Collection was coming. Where this, we don't really know what's coming. We got a good idea of what's coming because we know they've been working on the one-to-one concert. I really feel like this is kind of a sampling like this was, kind of getting us a little preview of what's to be coming here very soon. But the full title on this, let me get this all right here, is Power to the People, live at the one-to-one concert, New York City, 1972. And it is credited to John and Yoko, the Plastic Ono Band, and Elephant's Memory. And so it'd be an EP again on that, so 4 tracks on it. And it's a Record Store Day exclusive, limited to 3,000 is what the Record Store Day site's saying, on a yellow vinyl record. And the track list kind of reads off like this. It'll be Well, 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 be track 1. Instant Karma, We All Shine On will be track 2. Cold Turkey will be on track 3, starting the B side there. And then Don't Worry Kyoko, Mommy's Looking for a Hand in the Snow will be the track 4 on it. So all live tracks from the one-to-one concert. It says 3 of them are exclusive to this, first time being available on this. So that tells me that one of them is off of stuff we've known. I think that's right. I think it said 3. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm kind of talking, I didn't make the note. I'm just going off the top of my head here. We've kind of known that Sean has been working on remixing and kind of re-editing. We got the film also that's supposed to be coming out. It's kind of been out in the film circuit stuff, the film festival circuit, but hasn't really been released to the general public yet. We're all expecting that, and we're all kind of hoping that there's going to be a soundtrack or whatever kind of available. And I'm thinking that's kind of what's happening here. I think there's going to be, this EP is going to be a little preview of that bigger package that's coming later in the year here. So hopefully pretty soon we should begin a full announcement on that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And let's see, I think we got everything covered there with the Beatles. So nothing from the Beatles themselves, nothing from Paul McCartney, and nothing from Ringo Starr this year. So I think last year we had everything but Paul, if I remember correct. We had the Beatles, we had George, we had Ringo, and we had John last year. But yeah, this year we don't have the Beatles, we don't have Paul, and we don't have Ringo. So kind of just going quick through what I saw for kind of non-Beatles stuff, just stuff that really caught my eye. There's going to be a Collective Soul, Blender, The Doors, Strange Days, 1967, Work in Progress. That kind of looked kind of cool. There's Oasis, Time Flies, 1994 to 2009. Post Malone, this one caught my eye. I'm really kind of shocked this caught my eye, but it did. And I think he's kind of like the poster boy of, George has got the Song of the Year. Post Malone's kind of the ambassador. There we go. Post Malone's the ambassador of this year's Record Store Day. And he has got a tribute to Nirvana, featuring Travis Baker, Nick Mack, and Brian Lee. I know for sure Travis Baker's a Blink-182. I totally forgot to look that up. Words in the corner will help me out there. But yeah, possibly Blink-182 backing Post Malone for this tribute to Nirvana. And the proceeds on that are going to go to Music Cares. So I might pick that one up. I think that's on a pink vinyl, I think I saw. Then also the Rolling Stones have got Out of Our Heads, the US version, my handwriting, and I'm trying to, like, as much off the top of my head, get it out of my head to get up to you. But anyways, let's take a little MTV news break, though.
Hi, I'm Abby Kearse with an MTV News Brief. Minneapolis-based Soul Asylum played an unusual concert Saturday night at a Grand Forks Air Force Base hangar in North Dakota. It was a prom for seniors at Grand Forks High and Red River High in East Grand Forks. 90% of those cities were wiped out by floods last spring. The students requested Soul Asylum's presence, and the local sheriff contacted the band's label. Among the covers Soul Asylum played at the prom were Alice Cooper's summer kickoff classic School's Out and Creedence Clearwater Revival's Who'll Stop the Rain. That's the news for now. We'll have more at 10 to the hour every hour right here on MTV.
So yes, what I am most excited for non-Beatles wise, and I think this town that I live in, where I'm going to be going to Record Store Day in, is going to be a buzz with this. But Soul Asylum is releasing a Record Store Day exclusive of After the Flood live from the Grand Forks Prom, June 28th, 1997. All right, I think I've talked about this before. That happens to be my prom, Beetle Dustino's prom, which he didn't go to. Honest to God, Soul Asylum played my prom. And we had a really bad flood, almost flooded out the entire town. Our town across the river from us, the Minnesota side, like 98% of their town went under. The North Dakota side, not as much, but it was pretty bad. And yeah, we never got our prom. We never even got to finish our year of high school. Happened to be my senior year. And I know a story. I know the news clip that I showed from MTV said that some local sheriff wrote up Soul Asylum. I know another story, and one day I'm going to share it, but I want to make sure with the right people that I can share it on here. But there is another story of another Minneapolis-based artist that did first suggest they were going to come help us out because they had been watching the news, felt terrible about everything going on, knew our school was literally always on the news reports that were going out worldwide, or nationwide at least. You could see our school flooded. My school in particular, there were two high schools in the North Dakota side. There's one on the Minnesota side. Mine happened to be right down from the river, literally blocks from the river. So it was underwater. There was also a fire that broke out, and the fire was also right by my school, which somehow was one of the only buildings downtown that didn't burn. I don't know how that worked out. You always cheer for your school to burn down or be flooded or whatever. And yeah, mine almost did. And I wasn't really cheering for it because I quite like that building. It's quite a cool building. Beautiful old building, early 1900s, I believe. Marble and wood and beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful building. But anyways, yeah. They saw that, and Soul Asylum came and played our prom, but the end game of it is, and that album is going to be for the first time on vinyl. The album's been out for several years, but it's only been on CD so far, and this will be the first time on vinyl. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. It's a Record Store Day exclusive, so not a Record Store Day first, anything like that. And it's limited to 3,500 copies. So I'm really thinking the fact that it's taking place, our town has got two record stores. I think hopefully the Record Store Day powers that be send a few copies our way. So, because I'm sure there's going to be quite a few people, much like me, that are going to be there. I think there's going to be a lot of people just from our town in general that are going to be interested, but the fact that I am a record collector who happened to have been invited to that prom, at least, chose not to go, and I'm kicking myself ever since the day it happened that I didn't go, even before Soul Asylum put out a live album on it and everything. I was awkward. I'm still awkward. But yeah, prom wasn't for me. So even if Soul Asylum or whoever was coming to play it. But anyways, I'm going to get wrapping up there. I'm pretty excited about this release, as you can tell. I wish it was on color vinyl, though. That's the only thing I'm kind of like, oh, really? They're going to put out this special release and not put at least a color vinyl? I don't know what they could have done, like Floodwater Brown or something. I don't know. Ugh. But anyways, I'm going to get totally wrapping up because I want to get this uploaded and out for tomorrow. I usually give myself a lot more time to edit and everything. So I got to get shutting up. I got to go edit. I got to upload this and get this out for you to all see, hopefully tomorrow morning. So anyways, before I do that, though, I want to once again thank all my subscribers, and thanks to any new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And do hit the notification bell so you know when I got new videos coming out. Also, please give the video a like. It really does help out the channel. And like I always say, if you've stuck around to this point, you must like it. So please give it a like and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know your thoughts on the Record Store Day announcement here. Are you excited for the Beatles releases? Are you going to go get any of those Beatles releases? Are you excited for the Soul Asylum live from the Grand Forks prom? Who knows? Maybe somebody out there is. I actually got a good story. A good buddy of mine, actually, that did go to the prom, and I'm now a co-worker with him again as he moved back here. But he was living in New York for several years, so he was working for some big bank manager guy at one of the big like U.S. Bank or Bank of America, something like that. I can't remember which one he was working for, but he was in his office one day and happened to see a copy of that Soul Asylum album sitting on his desk. And went, hey, that was my prom. And the guy, the New Yorker guy, you know, big banker guy, obviously one of the big managers or something of it. I don't know if it was a CEO or whatever, but I doubt it was the CEO. But anyways, he had it sitting on his desk, and my buddy will help me out with this. So I know you're going to see this video, so let me know. But yeah, I know that he said he saw the album sitting on his desk and thought that was pretty cool. And then the guy thought he was even cooler once he learned, oh, his favorite band played his prom. So, yeah. So there we go. Anyways, I'm going to get fully signing out. I am mushing on about this too much. It's just really kind of cool. And I'm going to go further into the story, I think, once I get my hands on that copy there and do a little unboxing, seal to reveal, whatever. And we'll talk some more about Soul Asylum playing my prom. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get fully signing out. I'm Beatles, signing out.